Okay, sorry about that. So set up. Let's get started. Oh no. I think I have to pair my controller again. Okay, this game, I wanted to try it on controller, but maybe. Let's see. No, that's not gonna work. I think oh, I don't know. Linux, eh? Okay. That's just that. I will. I don't know. Should let me. I think people can read. Do you want? Do I have the I don't know. I've been told by some I have a boring reading voice, so maybe I'll avoid it. But but they do have very good voice acting sounds. Yeah. Okay, operator, extractor. Ooh, and we have skills. Photosynthetic skin, sunbathe, dice action allows energy recovery at home. Okay, let's go in not knowing anything about this game, which is interesting. So I have played this before, not in its entirety. I'd say the first 2 hours or so. So I'm keen to start again. So I just want to set the sound. Can I? Why can't I set the sound? Okay, weird. What does this do? Ah, okay. Cool. That was a bit loud. Okay. I think approach problems awareness. This already sounds like me. Extractor. Extractor works on resource extraction, often in hard vacuum environments, like a grunt. Yeah, I think I'm going this way. Let's go. Let me get my one viewer. Send them a message. Cool. Where are you? Okay, so all of it's not. So I'll read it out. The first thing you become aware of on waking is the disconnect, the delay between thinking and feeling, between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but always present. It's gloom. I'm sure the story gets happy. It's at its worst when waking, when yourself has spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was indisputably yours. Think of that body. I'm not gonna think of that body. Leap into a cold lake on a hot day. The sting of blood welling from a fresh wound. The friction of a fingertip. All of a sudden, the memories are closer than you thought, blurring as you approach until you can tell one from the other. The cold slips in behind and around you, and the sensations fade out of reach. Perhaps you should be thankful for the dull nature of this new body, given your current circumstances. The walls of the container feel immediately present, cold, hard, at your back and face, cramping your limbs. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain, at least. technique. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There's no insistent throb, no trembling, trembling nerves. Just a warning delivered with the banal quality, banal, banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there are thousands of them. Remember the plan? What others? Sound pretty long. Let's remember the plan. Most remember that it wasn't a good plan. But then your options were limited. And once you got the itch to get out by any means possible, it was either that plan or something much worse. It was at least simple. Collapse the shaft, drift away in the chaos, slip into cargo processing, seal yourself into containers, then just hope the freighter left before you were missed. The thing is, I do not remember this startup, but this is good. Somewhere lost in the shaft, others never found the meeting point. Some were. Only a few made it to the containers, but the freighter, as far as you know, left. It feels like enough to know that you might no longer be on that grim and heartless rock. Even if in the airless hold of a freighter, you might freeze solid long before you reach any destination. Wait for the cold, try to rest. I don't want to wait up, I'm going to rest. But you are restless. It has been a long time since you left. Surely weeks, maybe months. You are duly aware of damage to your legs, your right arm. You have been reserving energy as much as possible, but your body has still needed to shut down many of its systems to protect you. You spent much of the time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. You feel the weight of that impossibility begin to gather. It is time to sleep again, to nudge this false body into inducing delta waves in your emulated mind, and once again recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Yeah, let's rest. Time passes, the cold creeps in. You feel something. Warmth. Not true warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor. Sound too. Everywhere, screeching and shimmering so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its senses. Then light, white as the cold, softer and softer, until in a haze of dirty yellow, a figure appears. You are out. But where am I? Dragos. Cryo. It has been a few years since Dragos pulled you from the container. No, sorry man, I think I made up the... Was there? No. No, I don't think there was voice acting. Wow. But I mean, it means it's that good of a story that I could actually remember character speaking. Wow. He's huddled in the corner of the scrapyard, swaddled in the reflective folds of a Milo blanket. You're slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the ornately carving element of an improvised heater. Oh. Surrounded by angular incoherent clumps of ships. Chase shapes. Okay, so I need water. So sleeper, you're all thawed yet. You're all thawed yet. I'm gonna say almost. Never seen one if you come in like this. New frames want better perseverance in Sub-Zero back. Seen more than a few of you frozen solid to whole blades of inside out logs in my time. They weren't so lucky. Dragos comes into focus, shrouded in makeshift tech. His headset, with its glinting eyes the mark of a drone operator. On his shoulder, one of his symbiotically linked drones perches, its iris eye locking you with an unflinching stare. Wow. Yeah, no, you can see that. I mean, on first play, the details, I was just focused on, I didn't even see it. It's a very interesting visual novel. Yeah, let's continue. Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. They didn't last long. Very, very, very positive story. Definitely. You struggle to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seems lost in memory for a moment. Perhaps he's just figuring out what to do with you. Plan to survive, what happens to them, stay silent. Yeah, I guess that's, yeah, ignores your question. I want to ask what led you to do it, to sell yourself to a corporation. I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now. You are just software, a rogue emulation illegally possessing corporate property. That's bleak. You nod along. You remember biometrically signing the forms. The cold floor on your feet as you padded to the sleeper cells. The promise of a life off-world. But as you do, you get the now familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You are no longer that person. You are an offshoot, a copy. I don't think quite a clone, but again. Check out Altered Carbon. That was very interesting. I mean, confusing, but yeah, let's keep to one thing. The law north, or the canon of Citizen Sleeper. I'm sure it's fascinating. All the different characters you meet across along the way. Anyway, what you won't know is what's ahead. At least one don't. At least one didn't. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. S&R wants to protect their property, but if they can't keep hold of you, well, then no one can. Yeah, it sounds so, beyond like planned obsolescence. What's this? Mutual assured destruction. It's just mad. You remember that too, or at least rumors of it from the other sleepers. Planned obsolescence. A built-in dependence on regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down. Separate from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have? Sound good. But for now, sleeper, you are one of the lucky ones. Dragos glances up and away towards the glassy dome of the yard. The eye is the best place you could be right now. The eye? There's a lot of stay silent. I wonder why. But anyway, at the station, he sees soon enough. Dragos impatiently shifts his weight. Look, I've got things to be getting on with. He trails off. There's an old freight container I've been using as storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scraps these days, so you're welcome to it. It'd be nice to do like Dragos. Dragos sounds like what, like Middle Eastern, Swedish, Dane. It's the accent, like everyone does like Scott. Dragos doesn't sound like a Scottish. I'm too scared to do it. It'll get clipped and then it becomes funny. But maybe that's, yeah. Anyway, that's something wells up inside of you. Emotion fatigue. You shakily get to your feet. You know it. Alright. You head on up there. You look like you need some rest, and with that, Dragos stalks back into the Rex. His drones already converging on a rustling hulk. Plasma flashes silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to his work. Okay. Tutorial introduction. Like most games, first hour and a half is tutorial. Welcome to Erlin's Eye. Life on the Eye runs in cycles, during which you can talk to characters, explore areas of station, and perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Resting will move time forward on the station. Head to the empty container location to rest and end the cycle now. Set locations icon, continue. Yeah, empty container. I am living in a empty container. Okay, end my cycle. So what this game, what you're gonna start seeing now, what the tutorial is. It's a choice game, but what they've done, they've diced it up. You gotta love that. So you wake curled up in the corner of the container and begin slowly assembling the world around you. After all this time, you still find this body, the one you awaken now, strange and disjointed. Its message is readable, but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are, on this ruined station, millions of miles from anyone you know. Are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It's impossible to know. After all, after all this, what matters? Sure, escape, getting answers, building a life. Oh, curious. Hey, I'd like some answers. I missed some answers. It all matters. The past is impossible to escape if it remains a blur. What SNR did to you cannot be forgotten. You signed up for it, so you need a way of understanding all this before you can move on. Where are you? What is this place? What happened to the others? The questions outnumber the answers. You want to change that, but you have to learn to survive ours. Yeah, your foundational world building. Questions of why. Why do I want to click on continue? Dragos has left a few comforts in the container: the mylar blanket, the bedroll you slept on, a canister of water, a makeshift electric stove, and some faded sachets sachets of some desiccated powder. I would say learn English from this. Is a wonderful game to engage with the English language. As if, and it's got that sci-fi, cyberpunk, space opera. No? We'll see. So you thumb the power stove of the stove and begin to boil the water. The contents of the sachets smell like damp wood, and you sprinkle them into the liquid. Cheap noodles. I have tried this. It is. Ooh, it's not good. Yin yang all the way. Some yang. Oh, that's lovely. As the pungent smell washes over you, images from your restless sleep come back to you. A ring, like the station. Um, as the pungent smell washes over you, images from your restless sleep come back to you, leering like the station, but skeletal and ghostly. A web of threads pulling at your skin, a constellation of bright polygonal, 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 shapes like angular suns burning into your mind. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and it is long after you finish drinking before they begin to fade. Tidy away the stove as best as you can, and try to gather enough energy to greet the day. Mental, this emotional damage here. Okay, yes. Now we start with the gameplay stuff. Okay, so tutorial, condition, action, dice, and energy. Condition. Your condition represents the current state of your life body. Yeah, it's in the top here. It depletes by one segment each cycle, but can also be damaged by violent injury or lack of food and fuel. Your condition bar empties, you'll suffer a breakdown, you'll have to figure out how to recover your condition now that you no longer have access to corporate pharmaceuticals that will give you your life. That's two action dice. At the start of each cycle, you roll your action dice. These dice can be used for actions on the station. The number of dice rolls is based on your current condition. What's your condition for your dice? Once you've used your dice, you cannot take any further actions. You must recover any current cycle of your energy. You also need to eat the life. So this is represented by your energy bar. You refill your energy bar by eating. Your energy depletes by 2 seconds each cycle. If it becomes empty, you will be starving. When starving, your energy loss becomes condition loss, and your condition loss increases. This method okay. That you normally plug into something. So we're gonna leave here. I guess standing in the corner when you close up the container. Still wearing his headset and harsh light in the corner, you realize that he's in a plant and your drums and some shoulders. Cash, offsets, realize, rapidly and irising. How are you feeling? It's me okay. Drone chirps good here. You notice here that beneath the operator's ring skin is marked by birds and pouches. I know the container isn't much. It'll keep you safe in pauses, so I'm not going to chit chat too long. Well enough to work? Look, I'll be honest with you, but I didn't pull you out of the container out of goodness of our looks away. At the yard is simple stuff. You hack these old holes down, sell them off to the shipyard so the bright market dealers found crying. Guess I could say Bitcoin, but occasionally we'll pull out some tech, something with a bit more value, but most of what comes in is swim. Anyway, it's hard to find good hands here, but I figure as a sleeper, you'll be used to the manual labor. Obviously, I'll slip you a few chits of commission-based literature. Got it. Anyway, Shuffles feels nervous here, look over the reaches, in my opinion. Best way to put it to his can seems valued. And again, things will be okay. Hold on. I'm busy today. Yeah. Anyway, I'll do some editing. Uh, Definitely cut that shorter and stuff. Anyway, but things being the way they are for me at the yard, he pauses. Help? Of course, I'm happy to. Love to help. Okay, he pauses, thinking of something else to add. Look, just come down to the yard when you are feeling fresher. There's plenty to do. Oh, trying to get this person's accent, and I don't know. It's not coming. So I'm gonna have to help. He nods distractedly and turns and walks away. Joel hopping along ahead of him. See you later, he calls back. Looks like it's time to get to work. Okay. Ooh, so there's the yard, there's home. Can't really click anywhere else. I have 4 dice loaded. Let's click the yard out. Okay, lots of stuff happening on the screen. Tutorial action. Actions are primary way to interact with the world of citizens. Perform an action, click and drag your chosen action dice to the slot. All dissection, risky, positive. Action goes better than expected, neutral. Action succeeds, negative. Action fails. The 25% positive, percent neutral, 25% negative. Percent, that's a 4. Okay, pause and read out. I kind of get it. I like to play with modifiers. Let's get the skill. Yeah, reading the screen helps. Go through it. Okay, so I've got some repeatable actions, repeatables, a death called in. I gotta do some stuff there. This is safe. Let's do some salvage. Let's start with the lowest number. Yeah. Okay, red. I got 5 cryo. Okay, clocks. This is a risky one, so I want 100%. Okay, this is drive, shot, snake. Cut off here. Back in business. Salvage, start action. Salvage. Action. Yeah. Anyway, let's leave. I need to find a doctor. Survive. Okay, these are important things. Get me some more dice. Okay, is it my cycle? This time you don't wake up. Just send the ghost to the station that's shifting skill swings around you. The moment you are gone, absent from your body, stretching across the countless void. And the connections begin to establish themselves, dense, tugging on the edge of your mind. Then become vectors of exchange and then extensions as you feel your car slipping. I'm gonna touch it. Find a point in the station and you connect to it, pulse through it. Oh yes, this is the dream hacking. The flow passes through you so rapidly that you feel yourself being carried away. It is splitting and separating, hitting and gathering as you do. Things occur to you. Things that you can't possibly know. You reach out, try to grasp them, try to touch them too. Whoever said reading audiobooks is easy is they have never tried reading, especially live. You know what? While being recorded. Notice a tugging feeling, a pulling at you. persistently, insistently, incessantly, incessantly, as if it were a small child. Somehow it is pulling in two directions at you at once. You don't know. It's pulling. All of a sudden, everything shuts off. Come back trembling into this unfamiliar body, yours, not yours, all at once. Find yourself standing in a container. Eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you. A shift. Close your eyes for a second, and you feel it waiting there at the station, splayed out across your mind. A storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored, and then it is gone. Okay, I'm starving. I need to find some food. So it's dark. That a doctor was operating on this place. But now that you're here, you aren't so sure. I swear I told you anything about the previous one. As usual, you shuffle down the hallway and keep your head down. Gang enforcement on the flickering light strips, decaying havoc, have all made the long cure test of your nerve. But your options are few. Without a supply of stabilizer, this body, your body, transition and shuffle forward to the front of the queue. Try to find something to distract you. Look inside, look at the positives inside. Lean against the door frame and look into the apartment. The entry is dark, punctuated by the green indicators of stacks of sealed containers. You lean in and see the amber light filtering through a far doorway in plastic sheeting, beyond which blurred shapes move. Slap with the enforcer's palm against the doorway, jerks your wing. Wait your turn, he growls. After a few moments, the figure pushes through the doorway. You catch a distant voice. Send the next one in, to Shiro. The enforcer jerks his head and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting of the far door. The room beyond is bathed in warm light. A floor-to-ceiling transparent panel gives a full view of the bright marble steel roof and the buzzing traffic above. And for a moment, you are transfixed by the motion. Come sit, calls a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turn away, placing the plastic sheeting on the frame of a simple folding bed. Make your way across the room. Anyway, I'm gonna check if I've got any. I don't know how streamers, especially the live streamers, look at their comments. So, like, let's see, content. And then when my stream that I'm doing now, this is not true. That's not true. Today, no issues. Okay. Any subscriber? How do I see? See, I mean, I can do it on the PC. Let's do that. And there's no one in the chat. And there's no one watching. Let's just say hi. Hi, everyone. That's not the chat. Wow, how do I get? I've been streaming for 41 minutes. Stream health is excellent. weird that it doesn't show up here. I'm looking at the app version of the stream. It's published. Anyway. I wonder how they do it from the phones. Or do I need to go to my actual? Sorry guys, I'm not a streamer, so live videos, live, and it just doesn't have it there. It's so bizarre. Like it's here, I can see it on this panel, but when I look at my Android, if anyone knows, let me know. How I can actually do that. Shorts feed, dual screen. That's all. I don't even have shorts. Okay, let's get back to it. I think I myself getting hungry. I think I'll yeah, just get one more sun cycle tool, and then I'm going to end there. Gonna do some editing and yeah, let's get back to it. Okay, come sit, calls a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turned away, replacing the plastic sheeting over the frame with a simple folding bed. You make your way across the room. The figure turns, and as they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouth as they speak, blink, and then quickly regain their composure. Please sit, they gesture to the bed, then turn to an open case of tools on the table. You sit, Sabine turns. It's Sabine? A compact diagnostic scanner, some kind in their hand. Don't look at that. It's gotta be one of these little things. They hold it to their eye. Main still to the stethoscope. The tone is clipped and businesslike. You stare ahead. Interestingly enough, it just popped up. It's like how the first stethoscope was actually made. You seen that shot? If you haven't, it's interesting. I don't want to spoil it for you. Go and check it out. You stare ahead, still dazed from the expression when you first entered. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakably etched across their face. How fascinating. How long have you been on station? They asked. Scanner still to their eye. Why would I not answer? This is your doctor. Tell the truth. Feels like this. You're not. It's good you came to me. They set the diagnostic scanner on the table. I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything. You take your arm and roll up your sleeve, expecting a skin. Your body is dying. They say it without ceremony, without drama, or not without empathy. SNUP doesn't like to see its proprietary technology in evidence. No, to prevent bodies like yours, frames as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case, escaping, they built in a process of so-called planned obsolescence. Frames decay rapidly when not regularly injected with stabilizer. One with SNR remains the sole producer of their sample. Yes. Good, that now. They swap you to your other arm, running some thin metal device over your skin. You feel informed too. I'm sorry, Sabine says. You are unsure if they're made for the cold touch of the metal or for anything else. Emulations like you, sleepers, as most people know, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate systems. You have no rights, no status. You focus hard on the inspection of your arm. The SMR has no reason to release stabilizer to the market. Bide looks up as if to apologize again, but they stop themselves. I get it. I know little of this is of use to you. They turn away, disassembling metal instrument and cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sabine walks, and then the silence gives way to tension. You stare at their back, willing them to say something, anything. Sabine turns to face you. I may be able to help, they sigh. Why it's like a bitch, like it's like, oh, I've got all like everything, but no, man, I can't. No, this whole like desert not tower, and they see the darkness under their eyes, hear the fatigue in their voice. They guess it. You saw Shori outside, Tishiro. You know, he works for my benefactor, Yatagana. Okay, I get it. She's not. They're not happy, but they have to. I mean, it's like the moral quandary. You want to do good, but you have to do bad things. I don't know. They are influential in the low end. They give me the space to work, run the door, and take the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up the enforcers, tend to the implants, and sew up their wounds. You know. But Yadagan has connections. Smugglers from the Starwood Belt, mercenaries working for the corporations. If they can source a stabilizer, maybe we'll have a better chance. The Sabine sets down his sling. They know it's complete. This is dangerous and will be expensive. But I think we can do it. Okay, yeah, thank you. Savan walks away to the window, their face dappled by the shadows of passing drones. Let's see. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I believe. Okay, you nod and leave. Spine still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back up through the panels of the roof to see if you can see their face, but the room looks dark against the light. So you don't actually see. You duck your head and walk off into the ground. Okay. I need food. Markets. Let's go. Rough crowds. Hunted someone out there is tracking you. Cloud view. There's a cloud. Well, that's some energy at least. Can't see the cloud. There's also directions. Why did you end in crypto? No. Oh, there we go. At least I'm back in each here. Emphas is busy. His broad face uplit by the makeshift gas burner in front of him. Precise, delicate movements. He lays thick chunks of man. Can you imagine tasting? This makes sense. I'm not like a full vegan, like go freaking go, but I do responsible meat. It's such a long. You can start a whole debate. And I've seen some of these, super complex and stuff. I'd like to think my meat is coming from responsible. Yeah, no, how small? Probably not. I mean, anyway, the smell is incredible. Oh, I can only imagine. You watch as you fill the set of waters, heating the fungus, the bright sun, arms and stuff. Approach. Join the queue. I have only one. Oh no, but I have money. I don't need. She's returned. Thank him. Offer size free. That's gonna get me a nice. Thank you. Return the story. 30. Okay. Yeah. How did I get to the eye? Give you. So, okay, so I'm at full there. Minus. Okay, so that's the store. Where's this eye thing now? Let's see if you character. Oh, data nodes. Let's get some stuff. Actually, I have those cycles. Yeah, this guarantee there's a 1 year somewhere. I remember this game. Oh, these are all playing with that too. There we go. Hacking at its finest. Okay, so I can use these in the data exchange place. Let's go close my eyes. No, I open my eyes. Let's get some sleep. Station's cool. Yeah, like, so much more to explore. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much. I don't think you want to actually join, but if you are seeing this later, yeah, then you want to see more and make this grow.